Yeah. That's what's up. Yeah. It's the Daily Gogetemism Show. You think it ain't when it is? You think it won't when it will? We are here and we are in motion. We do this thing, taking off fast lane, no coasting, and it's going down, baby. Tonight on the Daily Gogetemism Show, I'm glad to be here. Flashback Friday. Thank God it's Friday, and we are in motion. Everything is going to be all right one way or another. We are sisters and brothers. We make sure that we find out and discover the best way to be with each other united. And I'm going to write this shit. That's right. We are here, and I'm glad to see y'all there. Queen Matu Mayini. Queen Monica Davis, what's going on? Queen Monica, how you feeling, ma? It's good to see me some you, and you know that that's true. To carry right, morning, noon, and night. It's always good to have my peoples going directly in your sight. And my brother from another mother, Norrisville. Yo, come on through, my brother. Tell me how you feel. That's word. Tonight on the Daily Gogetemism Show, we are talking about your biggest downfall to you. Your biggest downfall to you. Now, I mean, you can think you can say that we're talking about your biggest flaw, but we're not talking about your biggest flaw, because a flaw is just an imperfection. It's just something that isn't all the way right. But when we talk about your biggest downfall, we're talking about the thing that is keeping you from being successful in any area that you want to be successful in. So it's a big deal. You know, when you talk about your biggest downfall, we're talking about a personality flaw, a whole life's worth of problems that are hindering you from being the best person that you can be. And I know y'all don't want to see it like that. Hold on. Okay. It's the Daily Gogetemism Show. Had to get the Instagram camera right. What's going on, Carol Chamberlain, me favorita? Carol Chamberlain, me favorita. Always good to see you. It's always good to see you. Emily Dunlap is in the house. And wow, she about to turn it out. What's going on, Emily? And Cherry, Dana, Cinderella, Dane. Well, it's the woman Dana with famous Cinderella, Dane. Well, it's the woman Dana with fame. So yeah, when we start talking about your biggest downfall, now we can be talking about an event, or we can be talking about a problem that you have. Maybe it's one that you don't recognize, or maybe it's one that you have been in denial of, even though you recognize it. Like, you may know that you need to do better. And I think at a certain point in our lives, we all know that we need to do a little bit better than we have been doing. But does that mean that we're going to do it? Does it mean that we're going to be all in? Does it mean that we're going to bite the bullet and swallow our pride and do the right thing? That the champ to do the right thing. We don't always do the right thing. Now, it would be a beautiful thing in a lovely world if we always did the right thing. But the truth of the matter is, sometimes the right thing eludes us. Sometimes the right thing doesn't seem like the right thing at the right time. So, you know, when I go to bed at night, I always pray to Allah to please make me a better man than I was yesterday, and please help me to be a better man tomorrow than I was today. And whatever that means, you know, I'm not the type of person that's obsessed with being successful in the financial realm, but I do want to make sure that I balance out finances with spirituality and comfortability. You know what I mean? Being at peace. And there is no bigger accomplishment than being at peace. So when you start talking about your biggest downfall, you're talking about something that's going to keep you from being at peace. And I don't think that there's anything worse than having the inability to be peaceful, having the inability to get comfortable, having the inability to stop being afraid or angry or some type of extra hyper emotion that is way more than you should be experiencing because of whatever you're doing or whoever you are, or whatever is going on. You understand what I'm saying? Hold on, I'm having some clothing issues. I don't know what the fuck is going on. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on. But yeah. So it's a tough situation to be in. So when you think about your biggest downfall, Like I said, you could be talking about an event. You can be talking about something that happened to you. Or you can be talking about the biggest flaw you have that is hindering your ability to be successful. It's hindering your ability to get all the way right in whatever you want to do, whatever you want to be. This thing is getting in the way. It's all the way in the way too. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's all the way in the way. It's not partially in the way. It's not something that's just, doing a little something, doing whatever it does. I'm talking about something that is all the way in your way. So. That's what we're going to talk about tonight. So let's get it popping, y'all. Urban Therapy with Sun 752. And this your daily, the Daily Gogetemism Show. We do this every single day. Every day it rains. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. We break it down, baby. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. Every day it rains and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains and the DG will do the same. I am your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the. And if you can't say Omar with the, well, then you just say Omar with the Arts, the Daily Gogetemism Show, all up in your area. Sucre toi, sucre JTX. What's going on? So yeah, your biggest downfall. What could it be? Are you aware of it? Is it one of those things that everybody can see except for you? Or is it one of those things that everybody is looking at except for you? There's a difference between seeing something and looking at something. Looking at something, you're doing that actively. Seeing something, it's like understanding something. You can definitely have your eyes on it actively, But when you see something, you have an understanding of it. Like, oh yeah, I see, said the blind man. So yeah, that's what we're talking about tonight on the Daily Gogetemism Show. Your biggest downfall. I mean, now we ain't talking about like smoking cigarettes. I don't think that smoking cigarettes has it does kill people, yeah. But I don't think that smoking cigarettes has stopped anybody from being successful. It may have stopped you from being successful at stopping lung cancer or emphysema, all types of pulmonary and cardiovascular diseases and conditions. But it's not going to stop you from getting a job. It can keep you it can stop you from keeping a job if you violate the rules and smoke on the premises or something like that. But an addiction to cigarettes is not going to stop you from reaching the pinnacle of financial heights. It's not going to do that. As a matter of fact, a lot of some extremely financially successful people smoke cigarettes. So no, we're not doing that. Smoking cigarettes might get on somebody's nerves. It may get on your people's nerves. It may stop them from wanting to ride in your car with you because you insist on smoking. But I'm talking about something that could really stop you from either being successful or staying successful. Drugs. For some people, drugs may be their biggest downfall, but it's not the drug itself. It's their addictive personality and their addiction to that substance that's keeping them down. So yeah, maybe they've tried to get clean time after time after time. And maybe they have been successful time after time after time, but ultimately they kept getting back on the shit, back on the shit, back on the shit. You smoking again, you shooting that shit in your veins again, my friend. You are popping the pills. Shit is real. You smoke too much goddamn weed. You don't need to have that shit every hour of the day. But I can't tell you nothing, no way. Say, what's going on, Rita Reds? Rita, what's going on, Rita? It's good to see you, Rita. Thanks for coming on through. And Naturalista Rap. Naturalista Rap. Now, you think about somebody like DMX. Drugs was actually his biggest downfall. His inability to be able to get off the shit. Now, he's gotten clean before and evidently stayed clean for a length of time. But ultimately, he went back, and the last time he went back was the last time he could ever go back. It was his biggest downfall. So because of his drug addiction, he made a fortune and lost a fortune. So I don't think it would be hard to label drug addiction as his biggest downfall. Also, he kept going to jail. Did he go to jail on drug-related offenses? Well, it depends on how you look at it. He wasn't like arrested for he has been arrested for possession before, but it wasn't like he was ever arrested for like drug dealing or anything like that. He wasn't using it as a means to receive an end. He was just getting high. He liked the way it felt. Getting high, baby. Get higher, baby. Get higher, baby. Get higher, baby. And don't ever come down. Free base. So yeah, that was his biggest downfall. And it ultimately took him out of here. Now they want to say that he had a heart attack, but what they don't want to tell you is that he had a heart attack based on the fact that somebody mixed fentanyl with the crack. And that's a high that evidently you don't recover from very well. And now he's gone. Rest in peace. He was a great rapper. He seemed like a really decent person. I'd never had a chance to be in his presence personally, but by a lot of different accounts, he seemed to be a decent person in a lot of different ways. He had his shit with him. He definitely had his demons, and he had his shit with him. But drug addiction was his biggest downfall. Now you take the rapper that died a week after him, Black Rob. Black Rob's biggest downfall, or should I say a big hindrance to his success, was he couldn't stop going back and forth to jail. Couldn't stay out of jail. DMX couldn't stay out of jail either. But the drugs was his biggest downfall, as opposed to Big Rob. I mean, Black Rob would rob people. He would actually steal shit. One time he went to jail for stealing shit out of a hotel room of niggas. Like you doing shows, you stay in a hotel and you rob niggas in the hotel? Damn, dog, you ain't get paid? Yo, somebody pay Black Rob. Well, never mind, you ain't got to pay him no more. Pay his children. But yeah, he kept going back and forth to jail. Had our hit record, went to jail after that first album. Came back, did a second album. But in the rap industry, your lifespan is short. So you can't be going back. Some people go to jail, they come back and they be all famous. Not everybody. Not everybody gets to come home and be like Tupac. Not everybody does that. And he didn't do that. So, it looks like his inability to stay out of incarceration may have been his biggest downfall. Let me see. Let's see. Let me see. Let's see. So let's see if we can bring up his rap sheet. Because maybe I have it wrong. Maybe I might got it wrong. Y'all. We gonna see. Let's get this Google popping. Well, actually, this is going to be Bing, but it's all good. Come on. How many times have Black Rob been locked up?
I pulled up some videos for you.
Come on, man. Rapper's life story is hard. March 12th. This is from March 12th, 2000. New York Rikers, Elmira Hudson. Name of prison. And chances are Black Rob has been there. In his 28 years, this is when he was 28, the rapper has spent more time locked up than free. Let me see. He says, I'm the oldest bad boy, period. And that's for real, says Rob. Banking on all his badness, Bad Boy Records, a company that has been struggling with lackluster sales and CEO Sean Puffy Combs' very public problems, is pulling Black Rob off the back burner he has occupied since the mid-90s. The embattled company hopes his genuinely hardcore debut, Life Stories, which went on sale Tuesday, will help bring the label back to life. And it did. Black Rob is our ghetto prince. He's our priority, enthuses Bad Boy VP Ron Gilliard, says Bad Boy VP Ron Gilliard. I expect this album to kick down a lot of barriers for Bad Boy. Okay. Now, this is in 2000. This was in 2000. Now, he had been to jail as a youth and all of that. But yeah, he couldn't stay the fuck out of jail, which means he couldn't stay out of trouble. He got in trouble all the time and then wound up having him be locked up. So when you're locked up, you're not going on tour. You're not making new albums. You're not recording. You're not fostering your career. You're not pushing forward to do the things that you want to do. You're not able to be with your family. You're not able to hobnob with executives and other people in the industry that can open doors for you and create opportunities for you. You're not able to create opportunities for yourself. What's going on, Queen Danine Super? What up, Queen Danine? Good to see me some you. That's my word. So yeah. So his biggest downfall was his inability to stay out of jail. And me and you probably know people who are like that. I know I do. I've known people that was always, in and out of jail, Like, what the hell? Locked up all the time, whether they are getting locked up for new charges or whether they get locked up for parole violations. But they was always going back, Rest in peace, my man Rob. Not Black Rob, but White Rob. White Rob was always back and forth to jail. White boy. Couldn't stay out of jail. So it's not just a black thing. You have plenty of white dudes that can't straighten up and fly right. And rest in peace to my man Snoop, aka Linwood Gilmore. That was my man. Yeah, he couldn't stay out of jail. And he couldn't stay off drugs. He had a heroin problem, and the heroin problem led to him getting locked up a lot. And then he eventually OD'd. I mean, shit is real, man. Shit is very, very real. So, when we talk about your biggest downfall to you, now we have to start talking about how you see your flaws or your skill set or the things or your inability to be able to get on the path of the straight and narrow. Stay focused. Keep your mind on your money and your money on your mind. It's not easy for everybody. So let's get into it and get involved. These puzzle pieces right here, we gonna solve. Yeah. So it's the Daily Gogetemism Show, and we're talking about your biggest downfall to you. See, I've known people, and maybe you've known people that have said, like, my problem is I'm too nice for people. You ever hear somebody say that? My problem is I want to help everybody. I'm always helping people that don't help me. That's my biggest downfall. Other people might see it differently. Like, his or her biggest downfall is that they don't know how to mind their fucking business. They always in somebody else's shit and don't never have time to concentrate on their own shit. So other people and other opportunities pass them by because they too busy trying to make sure that somebody else doesn't get theirs, or they too busy, instead of working on their own shit, they too busy checking out somebody else's, seeing what they doing. It's like they rubbernecking in life. You just rubbernecking. You driving forward and you looking back. Oh shit. It's an accident back there. Whoa, what the hell? You fucking around and crash because your eyes are not on the road. Your concentration is not on the road ahead of you. It's pretty good. This is echinacea tea. Echinacea. You know, echinacea kill everything. I mean, gotta, the allergy season kick in, you need the echinacea. You know what I mean? Shit be fighting everything. Be fighting everything. Fight. Okay. So Cherry says, I think a character flaw, I think a character flaw for me at times is I was too humble. This played out in my relationships, also at work. It was a learned behavior that was reinforced when I was a child. So you consider that to be just a flaw or your biggest downfall? Do you feel like you being humble stopped you from succeeding? Did it stop your money? Did it stop your promotion? Did it stop you from being your best self? Did it stop you from being the best wife, the best mother, the best daughter, the best sister, the best cousin, the best friend? That's what we're really talking about. Your biggest flaw. I'm sorry. Your biggest downfall. Something about you. Something about you. Sukure says, or too many smoke breaks. Yeah. Stacy Yvette White holding it down for the D. How you doing, Mom? Thanks for coming through. Carol Chamberlain says, at NARS, I saw the... Wait. Narsil says, fear in the form of procrastination is a doozy. And Carol Chamberlain says, at NARS, I saw that last video of his. He was apologizing to a lady. It sounded like he may have taken himself out. I don't know. What you talking about? The boy? What you talking about? The boy Shot G? From who's on that? What I'm talking about? What you talking about? Oh no, it says yeah, falling off of the wagon of sobriety. Word. Okay. Narsil says, and now Shock G found his way to the DFLO shuttle. Now did he die? Was there drugs involved in Shock G's death? Because I haven't been able to really get any concrete information about, the details of his death. I know he died in a hotel room, I believe. Was he living in a hotel room? Was it drugs? Carol says, yes, I do. Yes, I do too. Never understood why they did it. Carol says, okay. Carol says, well, I know I'm always helping people who come to me with a problem because I'm minding their business. No, not because I'm minding their business. Okay. Not because I'm minding their business, Omar. So yes, I am too nice. And that's your biggest downfall, huh? So when you pass on to the afterlife in another 50 years or so, a guy gonna be like, you big dummy, I told you to say no, and I told you not to be so nice. running around here with them rose-colored glasses. You a pain in the ass. I started to take you out in the 80s, but I said, nah, I'm a chill. Being too nice being your downfall. Well, what does being nice stop you from doing, Carol? Because, from the things that you've said, it seems like you have been able to reach some level of success in many of the endeavors that you have partaken in. I mean, you send your children to Catholic schools, for Christ's sake. I mean, it's not the end all be all, but it is an accomplishment. And it is something that shows that you took a certain level of care in the educational opportunities that you were willing to afford for your children. Not everybody does. Not everybody has the foresight to even think that that's a good idea, but you did. Well, did being nice stop that? Did being nice stop you from being able to pay the tuition? Did it stop you from going to mass? Did it stop you from eating that little piece of bread? The body of Christ? And it stop you from drinking wine? The blood of Christ? Did it? Did it? Did it? Did it? Did it, Miss Nice Lady? Carol Chamberlain says, they never said it, but the video sure looked like he was high and depressed. You talking about when he was talking to the white girl on the phone? And all that gray hair? Yeah, I could see it. I could see that. Okay. Throat punch coming. Okay, I'll be looking out for that. That's my biggest downfall, constantly getting punched in the throat. Okay. So what you trying to say, Omar? Nothing. I strive to do the best. That's true. I believe that. You gonna stop picking on me, damn it. Nah. Nobody picking on you. Thought we was having a good time over here. But your biggest downfall, like I said, other people may see it differently than you see it. And that could be because you don't want to see it, or because you refuse to address the situation. When we are by ourselves, which is one of the reasons that a lot of people don't like to be by themselves, when we're by ourselves, we have to live with the things that we know that we have done. It's just you and your thoughts, you and your brain, you and your memories, you and either your the successes that you've had or the failures that you haven't gotten over. Even if we have been pretending that we've been winning, all I do is win. I talked to my dad yesterday. Talked to my daddy. And it was an interesting conversation. And Pops is always dropping jewels on me. He's been dropping jewels on me since I was a little boy. Always dropping jewels. But this time he didn't drop a jewel. Like lately, in the past few years, he's been asking for jewels. Maybe I've been returning the favor and giving him what I think. But anyway, he said, when I talked to him yesterday, he said, Omar, I don't worry about you. I don't worry about you a lot. You know why? Because you make really good decisions, son. And then when he said it the first time, I kind of blew it off. You know what I mean? Yeah, whatever. You just making small talk, because he was kind of making small talk. But then he repeated it 2 more times. He said, you make really good decisions. And I'm like, and times in the past, he has alluded to that. Like he told me, he's asked himself, what would Omar do in this situation? Which is a high honor, really. But I know that he looks at the way that I view the world differently than the way he views the world. But he did. He said, you know, you make really good decisions, and I'm really, really proud of you. And I was like, it took me back a little bit. I'm really good at accepting compliments, but this was a sincere endorsement. And we was just talking about some I was telling him some things that I was going through, and some things that had happened, and I was like, well, I decided to go here because, you know, go here or stay here or whatever, because going there ain't that wasn't really the move. He'd be like, no, I think you did the right thing. He said you didn't panic in that situation, and you kind of, you know, waited it out and did the right thing. So I was like, all right. You know what I mean? So it had me wondering, though. He had me wondering if he may have looked at his decision making as his biggest downfall. Not that he hasn't ever made any great decisions, because he has. But maybe when he calculates the decisions that he's made, maybe he thinks like, I shouldn't have done that. Maybe things would have turned out a little different if I would have did this instead of that, because people warned me not to do this, and I did that. Parents don't always have the answer, because before you were ever a parent, you were a child. And you had parents, and the parents that you had didn't always do the right things. Sometimes we look at our parents as being so strong and invincible when we're younger, until we start to learn things also. And once and after we are able to witness mistakes, make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Hit the like button. Make sure that y'all hit the like button. Can y'all do that for me? I said, make sure that you share the show too. Please just share the show for me. And make sure that you subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, and make sure that you're down with us. We're on the panel word. And y'all can call into the show if y'all want to call in and talk about this biggest downfall thing. And the number to call is area code 319-527-6199. Once again, the number to call is area code 319-527-6199. Your biggest downfall. What is it? I mean, listen, if you can't be honest with yourself, you're not going to be honest to others either. We all know that we have some shit. Like when things keep not happening for us, we are forced to take a hard look into what it is. We are. Now, maybe we have decided that the price of success in whatever area it is too high for us. Sometimes we make that decision. Nah, I ain't. If that's the way it's going to have to be, then it's not going to be that way for me. I'm going to just have to rock out with this. I get it. I more than get it. I overget it. I do. But still, son. Still. At some point, we gotta take the wackest song and make it better. And that's where at some point we're gonna have to draw the line. We're gonna have to draw the line. What's going on, Shorty Sweet? Shorty Sweet. I know you just popped in and popped out, but that's my girl right there, Janelle. What up, Janelle? Not Janelle Coker, you know, the other Janelle. All right. Let me see. Carol Chamberlain says, I think we have been told that. I think it have been told that I am too quick to fall for a sob story, which usually results in monetary gifts for others from me. Okay. So you really gonna push this being too nice thing, huh? I see you, ma. I see you. I see. But I see you though. I'm gonna see you though. Cherry says, for me, being humble was like a little bird instead of being the eagle that I was. Okay. Not speaking up when I knew the answers. Now that's interesting because that could really be looked at as not being assertive enough, because you can still be humble and still be assertive. And you have to know the difference between being assertive and being aggressive. Being aggressive is when you pretty much impose your will on somebody. Being assertive just means speaking up, maybe take the lead. Like, yo, I got that. Yo. At an auction, you, yeah. 25, 25, 25, 27, 21, 30, 30, 30, 30, 35, 35, 35, 40, 44, 45, 50, 55, 55, 60, 60 over there, 65, 69, 65, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, give me 80, give me 85, 85, 85, give me 85. 85, 90 going once, going twice, going 3 times, $90. Sold. I said sold. Sold. $90. So yeah, being assertive. Being assertive. You don't have to be aggressive. You don't have to impose your will. Just make yourself known. Hey, yo, I can be relied on. I can be called on. I'm available. I'll be there. I'll be there. You can always count on me. And I'll be there. You know? Who's that? Black Smudge Magic. Black Smudge Magic. Thanks for coming through, Black Smudge Magic. All right. Okay. All right. Narsil says introversion can be a downfall too. It can. Carol Chamberlain says no need to push it if it's true, Omar. Ain't that I don't believe you. I'm gonna still tease you. I don't care. I don't care if it's true. I'm teasing you anyway. And you're not gonna hinder my success at doing it. Oh, friend, it's so nice to see. Okay. All right. You see that I meant push it. No, at Cherry. That's like seeing a train wreck a week before it happens. Yeah. Your biggest downfall. Like I said, if you can't be honest with yourself about it, you're going to have a really tough time being honest with anybody else about it. And then because you're too busy being in denial. You're too busy acting like it ain't what it looks like and what you said it is and how it goes. You know, you're too busy doing that. So, you know, in order to get back on the right track, you have to confront whatever demons you have. You're going to have to make a decision about where you want to go, what you want to do, how you want it to work out. You're going to have to be patient. You're going to have to plan your work your plan, be patient, follow steps. Look, it's not the easiest thing for everybody. And everything ain't for everybody. But have you decided what's for you? Have you decided what's for you? There comes a decision to make a decision about what it is for you, what something is for you. Naturalista Rap says, Carol, let me know if you want me to handle that. Yo, you got to chill. You got to chill. Chill. Carol Chamberlain says, stand by, Naturalista. I just might need your help buffering. That's why that's you see how the divine intervention, you see what the Lord do. You see what the Lord do? I see it. I see it. I see it. And it's written all over your face. You don't have to say a word. Y'all be understanding. Y'all be understanding. Okay. But yeah, your biggest downfall. Biggest downfall. Inability to concentrate. Some people just can't keep their concentration on the task at hand. Some people just can't stay the course. Some people can't get on the right train, stay on the right track, and keep going until they reach their destination. Some people want to jump off all the time. Some people's biggest downfall is their mouth. They don't know when to speak, and they don't know when to shut the fuck up. They just don't know, and they don't seem to care. They believe that they are grown and they should be able to say whatever they want to say. It's a free country. You're right. You can say whatever you want to say, but just understand that may keep you from working at certain places, keep you from being able to go to certain places, make you an outcast in certain groups and certain social settings and gatherings. People don't want to see you. And I know we all know somebody who can't control their mouth and does not think about the things that they say. Not in real time. They may think about what they say later on after they done fucked up everything. After they have ruined everything. Now they want to think about what they've done and what the impact has been. Then some people want to bitch about somebody not forgiving them. Man, I mean, I was going through something at the time and I know I was wrong and I shouldn't have said it and all of that. But that was back then. I mean, at some point you got to let it go. I deserve another chance. You have gotten many, many chances, but your fucking mouth is your biggest downfall. And look, you're running your mouth now. You're telling somebody who you have totally turned off that they should forgive you. And you're almost making a demand that they should forgive you. And then you want to diss them when they say no. Or when they say wait. Or when they say you're going to have to do it on my time, not yours. Now you want them to be all kinds of sissies and pussies and bitches and you know what I mean, haters and all of that. You still talking. You're still talking and you're still fucking yourself up and you're still putting yourself back. Your mouth, biggest downfall. Your inability to be sensitive to the things that you say. Your inability to recognize the sensitivity that people have to the things that you say to them. You don't even want to see it. Well, they mushing it in your face and making you see it. You gonna see this shit. Peep game. What's going on, Tony Starks? Tony Starks. What's going on, my brother? Good to see me some. Good to see me some. Good to see me some. You. Carol Chamberlain says I actually have a black screen on my computer, so I'm answering on my phone screen. It's just spinning. Well, I hope everything gets better. Tone Stark says, got locked out of my Facebook, damn it. Yeah. Was able to post new music, though. Okay. Think I'm hacked. Pride is a downfall. Carol says it's back. Now it's back, Omar. See? Divine intervention again. Look what the Lord done. Look what the Lord done for you. I'm glad that he once again came through. Said, look what the Lord done for her. Yo, at the right time, you know that it'll come. I said, look what the Lord done for she. Yo, he gonna make the way it wanna be. He blesses you and he came on through. No more buffering for you. Oh, yeah. fat gangster. I ain't good looking. I'm glad you're here. And I mean that. Yes, I do. Yes. I mean it, Kyle. Yes. But your biggest downfall, you know what your biggest downfall is. Now, for those of y'all who are thinking about your biggest downfall as far as something that happened to you, you know, we talk about a catastrophic event. That happens too. That happens too. But anybody can suffer a setback or a catastrophic event. And a lot of times we find out, or we recognize that an event that may have seemed so catastrophic at the time sometimes is the one thing that really helps us. It may have been the one thing that gave us clarity on some things. Sometimes you add to your life by subtraction. Y'all have seen that on memes, right? Sometimes you do. You add to your life by subtracting negativity from your life, from subtracting negative people from your life, negative circumstances, negative circles, negative energy. Like, let them negative souls go and do whatever they do. And now you start to gain perspective. You start to gain energy, positive energy. You start to gain love. You start to gain trust. You start to gain confidence. You start to gain structure. It could be a good thing. But you'll never get there if you keep making excuses for why things are not happening for you. You know, you have to stop making excuses for why you're not doing something or for why things keep not happening for you. Because there comes a time when you just have to get up off your ass. And you know, as well as I know, there's some people who don't like to get up off their ass. They are literally sitting around waiting for their ship to come in. Some of them will even talk about it. Yo, man, when my ship come in, when my train come in, or when, you know, when I get blessed, I'm like, you tripping. You got to get up, get out and think something. I mean, get up, get out and do something. Get up off your ass. I am such a big proponent of people getting up off their ass. It's sexy. It's admirable. It's cute. It's pretty. It's handsome. And it really is. You know, get it together. Do the best things for you. Analyze when things don't go right. Strategize in order to make things go right. Let me see. Carol Chamberlain says, you start loving yourself more too. That's always a good thing. Tone Stark says, Omar should start a Zoom podcast. I don't know about that Zoom shit. I don't like pin numbers and all of that shit and having to invite people and all that. I don't know. I mean, now, if we could get actual guests, you know, a lot of people scared to step in front of the camera, though. And some of the people who aren't afraid to step in front of the camera don't know what to say. Don't know the right things to say when they get in front of the camera. My life, my life, my life, my life in the sunshine. Carol says, I'm retired, but just took a part-time job. I hate being idle. Sometimes it's like that. Some type of video podcast. Okay. Inbox me. Maybe we could talk about it. You know, podcast. A specific focus podcast. Specific focus podcast. Podcast. Everybody's doing a podcast now. People getting paid, getting all the money. Podcast. Interview a bunch of celebrities. Podcast. Get it popping. Podcast. That's how they say it in New York. I got a podcast. You know what I mean? We're going to get this podcast popping. Get this podcast, yo. Sherry says, yes, Tone Starks, that would be nice. Get that money, oh. I like money. I like it a lot. You know what I mean? I like it so much. When I get it, I try to keep a lot of it. But yeah, man. You know, when you talk about your biggest downfall, you know, what are we really talking about? What do we have? What do we have to support that claim that something is our biggest downfall? Would others agree about what we say our biggest downfall is? We all know people who can't stay out of other people's business. We all know people who are abusive. Now, very rarely will you hear someone who is abusive say that being abusive is their biggest downfall. Very rarely will you hear someone who has a sex addiction can't keep this dick in his pants. She can't keep her pants on. He can't keep his pants up. She can't keep her pants on. But they won't admit that to themselves. And I tell you what, man, you know, these motherfuckers that smoke weed every single day, all day long, weed in the morning, afternoon, and night. Come on, man. Come on. What now? Just because weed is legal and we found out that it has some medical benefits, now we can just smoke our lives away and stay in that bullshit? And today's weed, the recreational weed, has such a higher concentration of THC in it than it did back in the day. Haven't you noticed that the weed smokers, even the ones that you knew back in the day, haven't you noticed how much more defiant they are nowadays? They used to just smoke and chill, be lazy and unmotivated. Now the motherfuckers want to be combative. They're still lazy and unmotivated, but they want to be combative. No. Now they know every fucking thing. No, it ain't because of that. No, you just don't like this. No, and it's because no, it ain't the weed because of no. Yeah, I can smoke all day. I don't smoke. It's not like I do it every day all the time. No, it's not like you. Well, what about you? No, it's you haven't noticed that about today's weed smokers, and I don't care what age they are. You'll never get a weed smoker to admit that their downfall is smoking weed too much, or should I say a weed habit, because they don't want to say that it could be an addiction because it's a plant, it's from the earth. Get the fuck out of here. That's an excuse. And maybe making excuses for your bad behavior, maybe that's your biggest downfall. It could be, but you won't look at it that way because you don't want to admit it to yourself. I get it. But yeah, remember earlier in the show, I was saying that nobody has stopped their career or cut their career short over cigarettes. But weed has taken many people off of their square. It has slowed down many a successful run. Now, of course, serious weed smokers were like, no, it didn't. It wasn't the weed that did that. You can still do a lot of things while, and you're right. But what people don't want to admit is that marijuana slows down your motivation. It kills motivation. It does. For all of the horrors that cocaine has, it definitely enhances motivation. It does. It does. Shout out to all them black lip ass blunt smokers. Man, start smoking papers and let your lips light up, man. You look like fucking Herman Munster and shit, your black ass blunt lips. Them shits look nasty too. They really do. For those of y'all who didn't know, like, oh, dag, that's why such and such lips be dark like that. They didn't used to be like that. Yeah. You smoke papers, your lips won't get all dark like that. You be smoking them blunts. Lips black as shit, son. Lips black as shit. My man, Magnificent Morocco. What's going on, my man? What's going on, my brother? He says, why is this gas so high at Haynes and Stanton? Yeah, man. Yeah, at Haynes and Stanton. I'm going to tell you why the gas is high there. Because everywhere in Germantown, the gas is high. The only place where gas is cheap, real cheap, is all the way out the Northeast. Meanwhile, gas is high in South Philly, and the refineries are all in South Philly. That makes no sense to me. The refineries, the oil refineries that produce the gasoline are in South Philly. All of them. Yet, Germantown, Mount Airy, West Hope Lane, gas high as fuck. Go out the Northeast, cheap. You know why? You know why, right? White people. Yeah, I know it's a lot of black people out the Northeast now. They don't count. And white people out the Northeast ain't having that shit. It's true. All the way out the Northeast. The farthest from the gas ain't high like that out Ben Salem. No, I'm the county. Not that county. Bucks County, that gas don't be high like that. No. What else is gas cheaper? Northeast. Where I be going? I go to get gas around the way. Like, it's not so bad. It was a gas station over on Allegheny and like 21st and Allegheny. That used to be cheap. They not cheap no more. That was my go-to joint. But the gas is pretty decent at Broad and Clearfield. And where else I go? Oh, Broad and Parish. Between Parish and Fairmount. There's a little gas station right there with the do it yourself car wash. Their gas is pretty cheap. But you know what those bastards told me? They told me they can only take the credit cards that have a chip in them. I'm like, what are you talking about? I could not buy gas there because I didn't have enough cash. So they on some other shit. All right. No, so speaking of podcasts, I like Questlove Supreme on Pandora and iHeartRadio. Yeah, his joint is dope. I like Drink Champs. I do. I like Drink Champs with Nori. Nori done caught all of them cats before they died. John Singleton, DMX. Who else? Somebody else. Tone Stark says, Puffs the blunt. What color is air? Kazim says, I find it's cheap in the counties too. It is because they're not having that shit. Everything in the city of Philadelphia is higher. We get shit on day after day. That fucking city wage tax. You move out in the county, it's like you got a raise on your salary. They killing us with that city wage tax shit. Killing us. And where's the money going to? Are they improving your neighborhood? Are they fixing up your streets? Is there an infrastructure plan in place in your neighborhood? based on your on the city wage taxes, sugar taxes, all these fucking taxes. What? I swear to God, the city's starting to piss me off. But yeah, biggest downfall. You know, all right, let's switch it up a little bit. We like sports. I like sports. You like sports. We all have our favorite sports teams. Every sports team has an identity, and they normally have a flaw with each team. Each team has a flaw that keeps them from ever being a championship team or reaching the playoffs. For years, what was the Philadelphia 76ers' biggest flaw? Or should I say their biggest downfall? What was their weakest position? For years and years, since 1984, because I think Moses left in 84 or 85. What was the Philadelphia 76ers' biggest downfall? The center, their center position. They could not get a decent center to save their fucking life. Coach after coach after coach. Billy Cunningham, Larry Brown, who we had other coaches before Larry Brown. They could not fulfill that center spot. They would point guard you to death. They point guard you to death, Allen Iverson. No center. Then they changed leadership, and then we had nothing but centers. Centers everywhere. All these centers. So we finally settled on Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid. But that was their biggest downfall. They could not protect the paint. Couldn't protect the boards. Couldn't get a decent center. Now you would think that draft after draft and lottery after lottery, they would fix that. They wouldn't fix it. Carol says, oh, TK Wright says center. Yeah. Yes. Carol Chamberlain says they didn't want to pay for a good center. They didn't. They didn't want to build a team around AI, a real team. Now, sure, AI was a ball hog. Yeah, he was. But you could have built a team around AI. You could have. They damn near did it. Ansel Jones, my brother, Ansel Jones. Carol says, oh, let's not talk about city taxes, please. Too late. I had to talk about it. Said the rich get richer. Ansel Jones says, how much more are the county homes and city homes Black people believe they made it when they move away? Some of them have made it. You know, if you grew up never having a backyard or a porch and all that kind of stuff, you move out and you finally get that, you be feeling like you're on top of the world and shit. You know what I mean? I actually have a man cave. My man cave is called a basement. I got a pool table down there, got a bar down there, got a big screen TV down there, a leather couch down there. You know what I mean? Proud of yourself. Of course, living in the burbs ain't all it's cracked up to be. Property taxes are through the roof. Magnificent Morocco says, I'm at the Wawa on 309 Shelton. On 309 Cheltenham Avenue. It's high here too. I know that Wawa. Yes. Carol Chambers says cheap owners who wouldn't put out the money for top players. Eagles, that was their biggest downfall too. They didn't want to. Well, it wasn't the center, and it wasn't the quarterback. The quarterback is the only person that they wanted to pay. They don't want to pay nobody else. Running backs, we can get another running back. We ain't got to pay nobody. Defense. We'll pay him, but we ain't, we ain't trying to have like no Ray Lewis over here. We don't need no Ray Lewis. But we do have a Brian Dawkins, but we ain't really going to pay him either. And we're going to let him go. The only person that they wanted to pay was the quarterback. It was the one thing that Terrell Owens was right about. They don't want to pay no money except the quarterback. He was wrong about the way he went about it. I totally disagree with his tactics, but he was right. They didn't want to pay nobody except the quarterback. They wanted to sign you to these long-term contracts before your deal came up. They were smart businessmen. They would catch you out there and give you an extension on your deal, throw you some signing bonus money and shit, and you like, yeah. Not realizing that free agency, you'd have got paid out your ass if you stayed good. It seems like every time we paid somebody, then they tanked. Okay. Surely, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Surely, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. And the Eagles got rid of Doug Peterson, the only fucking coach that brought them a Super Bowl. And 3 years later, he's gone. 3 years after winning your first and only Super Bowl trophy. He went to the playoffs 2 times after that. And he's gone. He's gone. So they have a bigger downfall now. I think their biggest downfall may be their inability to let a coach. They now becomes on some Jerry Jones bullshit. They want the front office to run the team instead of letting a coach get the players that he wants, run the plays that he wants, and live and die by the decisions that he makes. If a motherfucker don't produce and you let him have everything like y'all did with Chip Kelly, go ahead and let him go. But no way a coach that wins the Super Bowl in his only second year of coaching and you beat the Patriots at that. The Patriots, the mighty Goliath fucking Tom Brady and Belichick Patriots. The same team you lost against in 2005 in the Super Bowl. They have a new biggest downfall now. I don't know if they can be helped. They shit is fucked up. Real bad, you know what I'm saying? Magnificent Morocco said, Sean Bradley and Manute Bowl. Rest in peace, Manute Bowl. But Sean Bradley, though, what was you thinking? What were you thinking? I'll never forget when they drafted that boy. I was like, remember when Charles Barkley said, we need Shaq. And they got Charles Shackelford. Yeah, laugh now. They ain't won a championship since 1983. And they've only been to a championship once since 1983. Will they turn it around this year? I don't know. They got good talent and they got the coach. They got a championship coach right there. I likes me some Doc Rivers. He was the only thing about Boston I did like. I was like, why they gotta have a coach like that, motherfucker? And he got talent. He got talent on his team, and he can coach. God damn it! I'm glad we got him. Carol Chambers says, "Watch Tebow get us." Whoa! Watch Tim Tebow get signed to a team. And he was trying out the other day. Damn, he trying out again? Tim Tebow is the only white guy that I seen get the business in the NFL. Because he didn't do nothing wrong. But something about Tim Tebow, that shit is like... Dousing with the holy water. Carol Chamberlain says, hasn't always been that way. And so Jones says, Bill Parcells said that. Oh, give me the food and stay out of the kitchen. Yeah. Shit, Bill Parcells won 2 Super Bowls? Or was it 3? 2? I mean, Bill Parcells wasn't the greatest coach. But he did a lot for the Giants. He took the Patriots to a Super Bowl too. Didn't win it. Took him there. He knows how to get there. He wasn't like no Buddy Ryan who couldn't win playoff games. Emily Dunlap in the house and said it. Emily. What's going on, ma? Thanks for coming over here on the Instagram side. On the New York side. Make sure y'all hit the like button. We about to be out. Hit the like button, no doubt. Make sure that you share the show and subscribe to the channel right now. M-A-R-R. Yo, go Stars. Okay. Yeah, it was the Patriots. Bill Parcells took the Patriots to the Super Bowl. And he coached the Jets for a while. And the Cowboys. Thank God he couldn't do nothing with them. All right, y'all. Let's do these birthday. Skip it. Okay. Our rhymes are recited. Peace to Kango Kid from UTFO. He's battling cancer, and I really hope he wins. I always like Kango Kid. Kango, Mr. Sophisticator. Far as I know, ain't nobody greater from beginning to end and to beginning. I never lose because I know about winning. But if I was to lose, I'd never be upset because I'm not a gambler. I don't bet. I don't be in no casino. And baby, don't you nizzo. The Izza, the Grizzy, Kizane, Gizzo. Keep fighting, Kango. All right. Miraculous. Okay. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious April 30th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number one out the box, Miraculous Credit Morris. Turned at 44 years old today. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah, what's up now? And also Princess Nikki Olushola, turning 37 years old today. And Dewana Price, turning 54 years old today. And she's raising money for Amazing Grace Conservatory. All right. And Cartia Perez, happy birthday to you. And Janessa Johnson, turning 31 years old today. And Aaliyah Jordan, happy birthday to you. And Princess Nikki, turning 37 years old today. And Patricia Hunter, turning 67 years old today. And Trisha Shields, happy birthday to you. And Zion Black, happy birthday. And Dejane Fields, my girl Janine Fields, happy birthday to you. And my girl Victoria Petrel Staples, that's my girl right there, happy birthday to you. And my girl hailing from Indiana and now in New York, and we've done shows together, that's my peoples, turning 45 years old today, my girl Janelle Rutherford, happy birthday to you. I want to say happy birthday to all of you and anyone else out there who shares this birthday on this glorious last day of April 30th, and they deserve to anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally, all of y'all go ahead and turn up, but don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn, to rock out, rock on and do the damn, rock out, rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind, and anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, yo, peep game, yo, check it out, yo. Are you listening? Yo. Your biggest downfall. If you didn't think about it before, hopefully you think about it now. Your biggest downfall can be an event, but more than likely it's an ongoing situation that we probably all need to fix within ourselves. It's the one thing that stops us from being able to get things, have things, keep things. It's a roadblock to your success. We want to do things. We need to do things to remove all the roadblocks, remove all the barriers, take away the things that keep us from enjoying life to the fullest. We need to concentrate on the things that are going to make us better in all ways. And we can do this. We can do this. Yeah. Yo, keep grinding and keep finding yourself. Keep grinding hard and keep finding yourself. Keep grinding hard, keep finding yourself. Don't stop looking. Don't stop looking. Keep grinding and keep finding yourself, and don't stop looking. Don't stop looking. Keep grinding and keep finding yourself. Don't stop looking. Don't stop looking. Keep grinding and keep finding yourself. Don't stop looking. Don't stop looking. Yo, you never stop looking for yourself. Make sure that you get the best mental and physical health and be the best person that you can be. People gonna be so proud. And after you find yourself and start loving yourself, you're gonna scream that shit out loud. But it's not to make nobody feel bad about them. You just trying to inspire. Yeah. Okay, Trey. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. Love y'all to death, resuscitate y'all, and love y'all back to life. We will be on tomorrow. And tomorrow, we are going to be talking about that will be the Urban Therapy with Sun Show. And we're going to talk about using all of their talents to do evil. You know how some people learn new fly shit just to fuck people over, learn new dope shit just to do bad by people, learn new hype, hot shit just to treat people, just to shit on people, just to jerk people, just to hurt people. So we're going to talk about you using all your skills just to do bad. You was the flyest one, smartest in the class, but you did a lot of things fast that make motherfuckers want to really kill your ass. And you keeping it up is going to happen for you. And I'm going to tell you that you really need to clean up your act, and that shit's mad true. That's my word, y'all. Okay. Let's rock. Rock, planet rock. Don't stop. So, all right, Blog Talk, I'm going to get you on up out of here. Man, make sure that y'all hit that like button. Make sure that you share the show, and make sure that you subscribe to the channel. I hope y'all enjoyed listening to the show as much as I enjoyed broadcasting it. And I'll see y'all tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Can we count on tomorrow at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time? The Urban Therapy with Sun show, using all of your talents to do evil. Peace, Blog Talk. I get back, and for my Instagram is Fire Slammer Jammer. Coming north. Goodbye. Y'all know who you am. And for all my YouTubers, y'all know how it go. Thanks for coming through, yo. Peace.